Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be doing some Call of Duty World War II gameplay. Today Zayden is not online. He got off a while back because he had to go somewhere. But he says he'll be back online later. So he says that he has this game. So I'm just going to be playing some campaign for you guys. And I'm honestly gonna do the best one that in my book, which is Battle of the Bulge.
6 weeks now since Turner was killed and I got promoted.
It's very
Christmas.
good
We're
mission,
digging into the Ardennes
but
forest in
the
Belgium.
first part of it is really
With
slow.
Turner gone,
So
we lost our
I'm
protector.
not too sure about it. I'm just gonna let you hear the
all I
cinematic
wanted was
if
to
you
come
want.
home a
Okay.
hero. Now that Pearson's in charge, I may not come home at all.
Merry Christmas, Turner.
Oh, and Turner. Pearson made farm boy over here a corporal. I wonder what you think of that.
Probably that you're the same old sack of shit, Aiello.
This ain't the time.
To Turner.
Turner! Lucky son of a bitch. You're always first.
Right.
Keep eyeballing me. Yeah, get your jollies tonight, boys, because tomorrow when that convoy comes through, you're gonna be on the front line defending it. And Turner's not gonna be there to defend it. Easy! Easy. You're corporal now, huh? Yeah, see how fucking easy it is. Go. Give me an excuse. Yeah, that's what I thought. 6 years I served with them. 6. Merry fucking Christmas.
Convoy's coming through, and it's up to us to make sure it gets to the Rhine. Now all we gotta do is survive the cold and Pearson.
Okay, so here's where it takes place. This is the start of the mission. Actually, in this mission, you meet a new teammate, I would say. I will show you him later in like a quarter of the mission, like right before all the action starts. So just see for yourself.
I could be freezing my ass off with you bastards.
Shit, incoming.
Aiello, get back on that MG.
Yes, Sergeant.
Sergeant, any extra coats or blankets?
You look just fine to me. East dugout got hit all night. Grab an ammo box, you're gonna resupply him.
I take that ammo. Aiello's gonna run dry.
Well, I guess you better make every goddamn shot count.
So here's where you actually start to play. At some point, you have to bring, you have to deliver this ammo box over here, and once you do that, you are supposed to go to a canister, and you get some food, and so you're supposed to bring it to a different area, but like right when the food happens, the attack thing, like, or I think it's like right here somewhere.
Looky here. It's a regular old Saint Nick.
Throw it under our tree.
What'd you bring us? Chocolate? My socks?
Shit, Trout's over the hill.
Oh, here it is. So when this happens, the bombing starts and everything should go crazy, but you should get like, prepared for it, or else, either you get crushed by a tree or you die by an explosion. it doesn't really matter, but at the same time they both really suck. So just don't try to die as, you know, fast as you would normally. Just work more, like work harder in this mission, cause at some point you have to get over here, and at some point you can get stuck in there, and since they all come up from the woods, they all get, you know, all like crazy, so you're not even able to leave this place. Once you go, you can't go sideways, can't go to the right, can't go to the left. You always get shot no matter what, so I wouldn't recommend jumping in there when you're not supposed to, and only when you're supposed to grab the radio and bring that in there. That's the only point when you're supposed to go in there, but it does take some time. It's like always out like that one defending mission in every Call of Duty game. So this campaign mission is just like defending, but at the same time it switches turns and then just goes on full on like Cujo the Kitty on you when, you know, you're getting attacked. So I want to recommend just going, like, just bolting straight there. After the explosions, I wouldn't recommend going in there until it says that the objective, I'm sorry, it goes into the building. But until then, yeah, just don't. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the gameplay to tell you, well, just to see how everything goes. Here is when you meet the new recruit.
This is Howard.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Sorry, I didn't expect
To work alongside such a fine engineer.
So Howard is a African American male that came from the war, and he works as the engineer of the team now. So he gives you the radio box, and you're supposed to go over to that cabin that I was telling you about, not to go just like immediately, and you have to defend him while you're calling like an air bomb or something, and yeah, I'll just let the rest play out for now.
Howard was part of the company that took the ridge. I can't believe they let him fight.
Oh yeah, they even let us die. Now, when this convoy rolls through, Krauts are gonna unleash hell.
Thought we had reserves coming.
We are the reserves.
Sergeant, we should call in air support.
Look at that. Daniels here just remembered he was a corporal.
Radio's working now.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on any help. The flyboys got their hands full.
Flyboys here and they have supplies. Grab what you can.
Now we just gotta make sure these guys get to the line.
Yeah. If there are any bridges left.
There's that holiday spirit testament. I got ammo and food. Merry Christmas, fellas.
So here is when the bombs come. You're supposed to run to the other side without getting crushed or blown up. It is slightly hard because since there's many different paths that you can go through it, I would recommend the smallest one because either the trees would just fall on top of you but they wouldn't like fall, or the bombs would just hit the side of the rock and, you know, do that glitchy thing that every game does with, you know, explosions and heavy stuff. But I recommend going through the slithers and not do, you know, like the wide open parts because the trees can fully fall and they can hit you. And sometimes those trees are one-hit kills. And if they don't kill you right away, then you're like on the brink of death. So I wouldn't recommend really going anywhere near the bigger parts. as you can see, exactly what I said came true. That everything started to fall down, and as you could also see, splinters from, well, yeah, big barks of trees started coming down and hitting, so if you went into the wrong spot, you could easily have died. I wouldn't have recommended walking in those specific areas. Basically just anywhere and like 5 feet radius of any tree. I wouldn't be like I wouldn't be like nuzzling up a tree or anything, but just don't be anywhere near a tree. Just try to be as far away as the trees as possible. And as you can see in the cutscene right now, there are many trees falling, so as I said, don't walk in the more open parts, or else, you know, you can get hit by a tree. Oh, and also, as you see, the mission went from, you know, all peaceful from like 0 to like 1,000 immediately. So, you know, just don't expect like slow changes. I mean, like all you heard was an incoming, and then just, I mean, just craziness. Okay.
We need to find Pearson.
Front armor's inbound and they cut our line.
There's a radio and old CP. You can find fire support. I'll get it working.
That CP's on top of the enemy.
Hey, you.
So this is when you finally hit the hold on one second. I have to go tend to something. I'll be right back in 1 second. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm back to where I was at. You have to take the radio all the way over there. I think you have to wait there for like 3 to 4 minutes, honestly. And after you get there, it kind of all stops. There's a cutscene of them bombing the whole place, of the airdrop that you called in, but they seem to come back with like 3 or 4 tanks, or I think that was before the bombs dropped. Yeah.
You're a corporal now, goddammit! Start acting like one!
You can't expect us to go out there with him.
You're from Queens. Nothing new.
If you say so.
Hey! I was an NCO. Gave up my stripes to be here. Now we need to move. Now!
Lead the way.
Topsy-turvy.
Wait until I punch you in the nose.
Hey, you get it done.
Howard dies, we're all screwed. Daniels, let's go. Crowds are coming. Enemy infantry coming from the one. Get to the radio.
Daniels, help me get the tree line.
So now you have to help Howard get the radio out, and then you try to make it work. So so as you're doing that, you have to defend the cabin by yourself, and you have to also protect Howard at the same time. I don't know, it just seems a little bit annoying. But yeah, honestly, there's nothing much to say about that.
Daniel, I got it. It's shot to hell. It's gonna take some time. Keep him occupied. Cover me! Shit!
Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't you, Mickey, doing the radio. You called the radio, but you're supposed to protect Howard. I'm sorry, my bad.
Keep Howard safe! Daniel, I need more time! Howard, you gotta hurry! Taking fire! Coming from the woods! That brings the enemy! That radio fixed yet! Almost done! Howard, get down! All right! Ground report! Daniel, make the call! Get on the radio, Daniel!
Okay, so now this is the time when you call in the airstrike. I'm sorry, but the tanks do come after the airstrike, so you have to destroy those with mortar bombs. You don't use the actual thing, you just kind of throw them, and then they airstrike them. But there are specifically 3 tanks, and you only have 3 mortar bombs. So you only get a limited chance. If you mess up on one, if you use 2 on one, then you might as well just be most likely screwed. Then you would try to probably get one in between both of those tanks. So it would slightly do some damage, but bullets don't affect tanks in this Call of Duty, probably like every Call of Duty. But yeah.
Rover Joe, this is Dagwood White 5 requesting close air support. Over.
Copy that, Dagwood White 5. Air support is already tasked with heavy bomber support. ETA unknown. Over. 509, this is command. We've got an emergency request for close air support. Pull your squad once you've reached the target area.
Copy, command.
Okay. Now you play as an airborne. So at this point, you're just flying with your entire, clan. But a German clan comes around the corner and tries to attack your clan. So you have to fight back. honestly, this part of the mission is like the only part of the entire game where you can fly a helicopter. I mean, an airplane. I'm sorry, but it really is worth it. It's probably the it's probably the funnest campaign mission on the entire game.
Adjust once these heavies are safe. Course change complete. We're 3 minutes out from target location. Let's keep these heavies clean. Coming up on anti-aircraft fire. Taking evasive maneuvers to avoid flak. Hold formation. Stay tight to the big birds. Let's get near the front of the flight group. Looks like the flak is letting up. Your eyes peeled for crowds. Bandit inbound, 2 o'clock high.
I see him! I see him!
Let's keep them off those bombers. Break formation. Another group at 9 o'clock, coming in fast.
All out! There's an enemy on your ship! I can't get a clear shot!
Get that bogey off your tail.
There's an enemy right behind you!
Got one on my guys are bugging out.
That was too easy!
I'm sorry, but I have to end this video here. I will be releasing the part 2. Sorry that I have to leave at this very very uncalled for time. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Like for part 2. I'm definitely gonna be doing more series about the missions and more info about them. But yes, please like and subscribe if you liked the video.